Yeah, so I was at the reception for my cousin's wedding, waiting nervously by the phone after the draft. Obviously didn't see my name pop up or get a call during the draft, and my agent texted me and said, hey, we're working the phones, and then called me about 20 minutes later and said that the Bengals had invited me to their rookie camp. And, that was great news. Any news like that is fantastic, especially coming from, a small school, just getting a shot. And then waited another 10 minutes, and then one of their DB coaches ended up calling me and confirming it. And so it was definitely a huge weight off my shoulders just to get any kind of sign like that, the work I put in kind of paying off a little bit. So yeah, he called me and it went, the conversation we had was pretty quick. He just, said that we'd like to invite you to our rookie camp tryout, and that was about all that it entailed, and said that they'll be in contact with me on Monday with the details. So.
And were you surprised at all with Cincinnati? I don't remember it being one of the teams that you were saying that you were drawing a lot of interest from through the whole kind of workout process before the draft.
Yeah, they hadn't shown a ton of interest. Not one of the top teams that I thought, would give me a call afterwards, but they had called and requested my film a couple weeks ago. One of their scouts did, and then I guess they saw something that they liked and decided to, give me a shot. So kind of a surprise, but it was a good surprise.
Now, what will you be working on until the rookie camp? And now, when is that too?
So that's this weekend. So that's coming up real quick.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I don't have a whole lot of time to prepare, but primarily just working on position drills, just getting myself a little bit more conditioned. That way I'm not out of shape. I'm not out of shape now, but just get myself a little bit more conditioned and work on position drills primarily.
Got it. Now, did you ever kind of cross paths with Tyler Eifert at all in high school?
No, we never did. He was a little bit older than me, and we never ended up playing Dwenger. We were always a little smaller school, so it'll be cool to, if I end up making the team, to be able to represent Fort Wayne with him, and just to have that connection would be really cool.
And it must have been really great to get the phone call with all your family right there if you were at your cousin's wedding reception.
Yeah, they're pretty excited with me. As soon as I got up from the table and walked away, I had to leave the reception to answer it to be able to hear what they were saying. I could definitely tell that there was a little bit of buzz going on when I came back, and they were all excited when I ended up telling them the news. So it was good.
And now just kind of any thoughts you have? What was the first thing that went through your mind? Was it relief? Was it excitement? Was it kind of nervousness? Like, all right, we're not quite there. I need to do a little bit more work. Just what was that initial first thought?
The first thought was definitely a sigh of relief that, there was something there, that this whole process, that I have a chance to prove myself and actually show that I belong in this league. But then definitely some excitement and nervousness. Not too much nervousness, but a little bit kind of anticipation, going into something that's pretty unknown.
And now you said that your conversation with the Bengals was pretty short and that you talked to their DB coach, but when we were talking about kind of what position you would be the best fit for, is it kind of that like strong safety linebacker sort of combo? Did they talk to you at all about where they saw you or what they wanted to see out of you this weekend?
Not specifically. They'll call me on Monday with a little bit more of the details as far as how the weekend will run. I talked with him, their coach, again on Monday, and he got some of my information as far as like for the flights and stuff like that. But I'm gonna just go down there and fit in wherever they need me and ball out on special teams and hopefully try to find a fit.
And then did Mike hear from anybody?
Yeah. So he got a couple rookie camp invites, but then today actually he received a call from the Colts, and they are going to sign him as a free agent.
Wow.
So, yeah. So that's pretty exciting.
Oh, good for him.
I was ecstatic. I was really excited for him.
That's wonderful. Good for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then just what was the whole draft process like watching? I mean, thinking like, all right, you knew it was going to be a long shot to maybe hear it during the draft, but watching particularly on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't able to actually watch the draft. I was able to follow it on my phone and on the NFL Live app, and you can kind of see, how long the little ticker on how long the team has to pick, and then who they pick, and it's just you're hoping that you get a call, but the realization that I realized that it was a very long shot for me, so I didn't get my hopes up too high, but it was an exciting process, and just kind of that I had the potential to maybe be picked. Was kind of never paid this close attention to the draft before in my life.
I bet you have a different perspective on it now, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you watch on Friday and see Jalen get picked?
Yeah, I saw that video. It was pretty awesome to see somebody who has had such a phenomenal career, and then to suffer a traumatic injury like that in their bowl game, but then just see the joy on his face. I watched the video of him getting the call from the Cowboys. So that's awesome to hear.
And right now, I mean, as far as local guys that are getting a shot at the NFL, it's you and Jalen Smith. How does it feel to kind of be in the same sort of category of getting your NFL shot with you and Jalen representing the area?
I mean, it's pretty awesome. Definitely from my perspective, going to a small school is a little bit different than him, but just to be able to represent Fort Wayne is an awesome opportunity, and something that I think if down the road we play each other or something like that, will definitely be something to connect over.